Traffic light controlling mechanism using PLC. Welcome back to this channel, and in this video we will try to cover the crossroad traffic light controlling mechanism by using a PLC module as a central nervous system. So this is done through one among different programming language, that is ladder logic, so it includes 4 timers are arranged and cascaded as follows. To make a program controlled, we use push button to start and stop the overall process. Let's pass on to the hardware implementation, that is wiring. The wiring diagram can be illustrated further for a better understanding. As you can see, traffic light controller interface module is designed to simulate the function of 4-way traffic light controller. Combinations of red, amber, and green LEDs are provided to indicate halt, wait and go signals for vehicles. It is possible to use any of those input address along the column, and don't miss to match the input and output address, which are going to be used for hardware wiring, and address to be used in programming are appropriate, meaning compare and contrast their compatibility. Road traffic congestion is a recurring problem worldwide. This is primarily because infrastructure growth is slow compared to growth in number of vehicles, due to space and cost constraints. Traffic load is highly dependent on parameters such as time, day, season, weather, and unpredictable situations such as accidents, special events, or construction activities. If these parameters are not taken into account, the traffic control system will create bottlenecks and delays. A traffic control system that solves these problems by continuously sensing and monitoring traffic conditions and adjusting the timing of traffic lights according to the actual traffic load is called an intelligent traffic control system. Traffic signals have strengths and weaknesses that must be considered when deciding whether to install them. Signal intersections can reduce delay for side road traffic and reduce the occurrence of collisions by turning traffic and cross traffic. But they may also cause delay for traffic on the main road, and often increase rear-end collisions by up to 50%. Since right-angled and turn-against traffic collisions are more likely to result in injuries, this is often an acceptable trade-off. A variety of different control systems are used to accomplish this, ranging from simple clockwork mechanisms to sophisticated computerized control and coordination systems that self-adjust to minimize delay to people using the road. Let's describe what is going to happen as the start push button is pressed on. First, when the red 1 signal turns on, that implies to stop any vehicles along the road 1 without crossing. Simultaneously now the vehicle along road number 2 are allowed to pass through, so green 2 signaling as a predetermined time reaches now the yellow or amber light signaling for road 2 accordingly, which implies stop at the stop line, while the red signal for the road 1 needs to be stays on. Now the road number 1 vehicle driver's time to go through and pass the crossroad that is implied through green 1 signaling. At this instant red 2 needs to be turned on and to block all of those previous travelers, and as the waiting time reaches, now it's the yellow or amber signal 1 turn to glow. Now this is an alert for those of travelers to stop at the stop line and make the crossroad safe for the next adjacently allocated travelers. We need to understand the function of traffic signals so that we can improve driving habits by controlling the speed in order to reduce the number of associated traffic accidents. The more number of drivers who know about the operation of traffic signals, the less frustrated they are going to be while waiting for the lights to change. The main aim in designing and developing of the intelligent traffic signal simulator is to reduce the waiting time of each lane of the cars and also to maximize the total number of cars that can cross an intersection given the mathematical function to calculate the waiting time. The intelligent traffic signal control system consists of three important parts. The first part is the PLC controller and second part is hardware. These usually comprise of red, yellow, and green lights. The third part is the sensor. The sensors check the presence of vehicles. A programmable logic controller (PLC) is industrial computer control systems that continuously monitors the state of input devices and make decisions based upon a custom program to control the state of output devices. It is designed for multiple inputs and output arrangements, extended temperature ranges, immunity to electrical noise, and resistance to vibration and impact. Almost any production process can greatly enhance using this type of control system. The biggest benefit in using a PLC is the ability to change and replicate the operation or process while collecting and communicating vital information. Another advantage of a PLC is that it is modular. That means you can mix and match the types of input and output devices to best suit your application. Diagonally existing traffic lights have similar execution for having the same address, while any of two adjacently placed lights with having different address and independent execution. Let's describe what is going to happen as the start push button is pressed on. First, when the red 1 signal turns on, that implies to stop any vehicles along the road 1 without crossing. Simultaneously now the vehicle along road number 2 are allowed to pass through, so green 2 signaling as a predetermined time reaches now the yellow or amber light signaling for road 2 accordingly, which implies stop at the stop line, while the red signal for the road 1 needs to be stays on. Now the road number 1 vehicle driver's time to go through and pass the crossroad that is implied through green 1 signaling. At this instant red 2 needs to be turned on and to block all of those previous travelers, and as the waiting time reaches now it's the yellow or amber signal 1 turn to glow. Now this is an alert for those of travelers to stop at the stop line and make the crossroad safe for the next adjacently allocated travelers. Thank you very much, and don't forget to subscribe and share the video if you find it helpful. Stay creative. This is PRD-SS channel.